What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode. Today, we are watching episode 5 of The Haunting of Hill House. Now, I was wrong, because I thought we weren't going to get an episode about Nell, but after reading the very small description, without giving away any spoilers or anything, I made sure of that, we're going to talk about Nell. Alright, so I'm assuming this is a flashback, unless this entire thing has to do with her ghost, which is completely plausible in the universe of Mike Flanagan. You never know. Last episode we talked about Luke, and my god, Luke is a story for the ages of resilience, of tumultuous fighting over and over and over, and doing everything that he possibly can to get his life back on track. And who among us hasn't done that and who among us hasn't done that even in the smallest capacity in our lives? Luke is the vulnerable one, the one who doesn't have any walls to hide behind. All of his mistakes are completely exposed, and for right now, he's defined by them. It's so tough. He can't even go and say hi to his sister-in-law, Lee, without her feeling apprehensive about why he's here. He's not here to just say hi. He can't be here to just say hi. He's here for money. He's here for a place to stay. He's seen in the family as somebody who only goes to the rest of the family when he needs something, when he wants something. And that's a really tough thing, especially if you can't get out of this cycle of wanting help or needing help at every turn in your life. I mean, the guy just got beat up at the very end and they stole his shoes. Like, what the hell was that? The guy can't catch a break. It's so heartbreaking. And now we're gonna see the story of his other half, his twin thing. This one is about Nell, and I have a feeling we're gonna see exactly what led us all up to this moment. Why it matters so much that it was her, and the implications that it has on the rest of the family. Because it can't just be a death in isolation, right? This is a mystery. We're trying to figure out why she died, what implications it has on the rest of the family, and what to expect going forward. This is episode 5. We only have 8 episodes, so I'm assuming that the rest of the episodes, episodes 6 through 8, really start ramping the pace up and really start trying to figure out and deal with only figuring out what to do with Hill House, because it's a looming ghost for all of them. And sooner or later, as we all know, as we saw with Luke and his ghost being temptation, ghosts have to be dealt with, or at least acknowledged, right? We can't escape our ghosts. As much as we try to run away from our ghosts, they follow us. They follow us everywhere we go. It doesn't make sense if you try to move from one state to another because something bad happened here. If you don't deal with everything internal, it will follow you to the day you die. And that is a powerful theme to write into a character. It's one of my favorite themes of somebody trying to escape in the way that they think that they should by just physically running away, but internally it's a cancer. It's a disease inside of them that just covers and plagues their whole body that won't stop until they actually deal with it. And we can kind of see already that it's starting to drive our main characters pretty crazy, which it would too for me if I lived in a haunted house in my childhood. The feedback from you guys has been beyond anything I could have ever imagined. Some of you have even gone so far as to tell me your personal stories, and let me just say, you guys are the real heroes. Right? You guys are the inspiration, the reason why people who create, because there's such depth and emotion. It's in like a never-ending well that we can draw on to create what we do, and you guys inspire me to no end. I've been writing a whole bunch of different ideas for new screenplays and new plays, and a lot of them are based on the things that I've experienced while doing this channel and the people I've spoken to while doing this channel, whether it be through interviews or just reading your comments. And you guys, I can't stress how amazing you all are. Hands down, I'm not, there's no facade here, there's no shtick, there's no script. You guys are unbelievable. the ways that you have taken this channel and elevated it into something more than I could have ever hoped, and I can't wait to see what it'll look like in a few months' time, and a year's time, and 10 years' time. I cannot wait to go on that journey with you guys, because you have been nothing but supportive and have given me everything from your stories to your critiques to just your time, and I could not be more appreciative of it. All that said and done, guys, if you like this video, please, I urge you, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. There'll be more videos posted on here and on Patreon. I just put out a behind the scenes, all exclusive vlog of a film that I'm helping to produce. I urge you guys to go see it. Go check it out. If you've ever wondered what it's like to be on set for a film, or behind the scenes, or what this contraption is, or what this mechanistic thing is, go check it out. It's really great, and there will be more to come. There'll be more here, there will be more on Patreon, and like I said, with everything going on with WWE right now, 20% of all Patreon funds will be donated to RAIN, the organization tasked with combating sexual assault and sexual violence, for the foreseeable future. Alright, we want to make sure we show everybody our support, so please, if you're not a member of the Patreon community, I urge you, go check it out. It's a fun time over there. Also coming out on Patreon, I'll be sitting down and talking about my exclusive story of what it was like to act against and work with actor Charlton Copley. One of the most amazing opportunities I've ever had. Here's my call sheet. Alright guys, we're chugging along here. This is one of the most amazing series I've ever seen in my entire life, so thank you guys so much for that. I have to do this now, because apparently I can't count if I have access to both my hands. This is episode 5 of The Haunting of Hill House. Let's get on. Hill House. The first night. The first night they slept there? Oh. Nothing good ever happens. They're focusing on... all the ghosts are like targeting the youngest children. And nothing good comes from when there's like a slow push in on them sleeping. Oh God, come on. Holy fucking Christ. Oh! I think I would move. If that was the first night, I would move. I think I just made the most Asian face I possibly could have. Yeah.
Baby.
If she comes back, you come find us, okay?
When she comes back.
I'll stay with her a bit.
Yeah, and then you just go and abandon her, so thanks for that.
Tell me what's inside your locket.
You know what's inside my locket.
I am.
You are. You can hold on to it tonight, and when you're older, I'll give you this one.
That exact one?
This exact one.
That's...
when you're older.
It's cute. I will say that's very cute. That dialogue seemed like it was kind of out of nowhere, so I'm assuming they're focusing on the locket for a specific reason. But she was scared, and then she started randomly focusing on wanting her mom's locket. When they talk about good writing, you know, this is all good writing. A character, it should be justified why a character says something. And that seemed kind of random. I don't know. I am pretty nitpicky, which is what all my colleagues say, which is why they hand their scripts for me to edit. And picking up right where we left off with the bent neck lady doing her planking. It's like planking, and Chris Angel had a baby. Nope. Oh my God. And the second time around, it's still terrifying. Is it saying no?
But it feels like hours sometimes.
Does she have sleep paralysis? Or...
Do you ever see anything during these episodes?
Was that her husband? Future husband?
During the night, you cycle through different stages of sleep. In the deepest stage, your brain basically switches off the muscles to stop you from acting out your dreams.
Interesting.
About the things I sometimes see?
Hallucinations are actually fairly common because of the disrupted boundary between your dream state and your wakefulness.
That sounds like an amazing fantasy story in the making. If you can find a way to add dream spillage into like a character, let me know, because I have some ideas right now. Waking up and hallucinating just on the because you're on the precipice between dreaming and being awake.
Technologist.
Technologist.
Yeah, just call me Arthur.
What the hell's a
So
technologist?
what now, Arthur?
You okay?
She is smitten with him.
Do you drink coffee?
Are you asking me if I want to get coffee?
It's for the health history section.
Oh, oh my god, that's so embarrassing.
I
Misread
was
that.
planning on waiting until the end of your visit to ask you out for coffee. But
Smooth, bro. Oh, they're a cute couple. It's too bad we didn't get to see like a lot of them. Ah, man. That's one thing I never understood is like you can see that somebody's clearly kissing. Why do you have to make the sound so loud? To always edit that in post. Like take whatever normal kissing sound you have and reduce it by like 80%. Sounds like you're like sucking the jelly out of a donut. Oh, look at all the happy families. Everybody's so happy in the background. Oh, the old champagne and ring. I always wondered about this. Like, what if she drank it? What if she swallowed it? Then, like, you'd be shit out of luck. Was she asleep in the beginning of that? Did she just sleep with her eyes open? Or did she already wake up?
hey, you got it. Remember the
That'd be such an interesting twist if like she only married him so he could help her like directly with her sleep paralysis. Oh, that would be so diabolical and that would never happen. Although that is a story like in a lot of like romantic comedies where like somebody pretends to fall in love with somebody to get something out of them and then they end up actually falling in love with them later. Ah, that sound. Man.
All the clouds blue. Got no trouble today.
I love those blue suits, man. Everybody's so happy. Mike Flanagan can't stand it.
It's enough for me, baby. Every day.
watch.
Oh God, Shirley. It's so judgmental.
There it is.
Oh my God. Oh. Hi, Mom. Nothing weird about that. Someone tell Mom it's not okay for her ghost to show up in white at a wedding.
Eleanor Vance.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna.
Eleanor Vance was the name of the original character in the book. Oh God. It sounds terrible. It sounds like you can hardly breathe. Oh, what? Oh, I just scratched myself. Oh my God. Oh, hell no. Oh my God. It almost seemed like she didn't even try to check to see if he was alive or not. She almost just knew that he was dead. Wow, that's crazy. She knew as soon as she saw her that she killed him. I wonder what sign that's sending. That when she returns, she kills her partner. Does she want her alone? Is it the house?
Don't worry, Dr. Montague. I don't expect
Dr.
you-
Montague. That was the original person who got everybody together in Hill House in the book. Lots of nods to the book in this one.
Can I keep it?
Well, let's see. Where did you find this?
A
In
tea
the
set.
toy room. Look at this one. Stars.
Cup of
Of
stars.
stars.
Yep, just like the book.
Jacqueline Hill. Her mom owned this house, Mrs. Hill. This was her room, actually. Hazel. Her name was Hazel.
Is that one of the ghosts that we've seen?
Use your cup of stars. Insist on your cup of stars. Once they've trapped you into being like everyone else, you'll never see your cup of stars again.
Direct quote from the book.
But you should wash it first. It's
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you should wash it first. Well, that seems like a given. That'd be disgusting.
Come with me right now.
Okay.
We have a very, very important job. Why would you do that?
I didn't.
Migraines are back.
Are you okay?
No.
I have a feeling that it wasn't actually her.
You didn't. You can tell.
Theo's like the ultimate fact checker. Which lottery ticket is the winner? Please touch all of them. What did they find? Oh my god. Oh. And they did it in red too. That's way worse. Oh, hey, Luke.
Hey,
Do we know when this is in the timeline?
I'm proud of you. Doesn't matter where you do it. What matters is you want to change.
Well, she picked him up in LA, so she's in LA.
Yeah,
Is it
it's
after?
been really hard ever since Arthur.
Okay, yeah, so it's after
Been
he
having a hard time
passed.
sleeping in the... Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just been...
Can you take a right and pull over, please?
Sounds like his mind is on something else.
I just need one more favor.
Come on, man.
I need to get well before I go in.
I'm not sure I understand.
It helped you get well. One last time, you get to kind of go through the gates and you get to kind of get it out of your system.
Is that true? I feel like it's not true.
I owe that guy, and if he sees me coming and I don't have the money, he's just not gonna sell me. But
Are you really asking her, your own twin sister, to buy you heroin?
Want me to buy you heroin?
it's a little thing, Nellie.
It's not a little thing.
Look, I'm tired of this shit, okay? I'm done. I'm gonna do it this time, all right? Look, I can bullshit Steve and Cheryl and Theo if I got it, but not you, Nellie. Look at me.
She can't even do that.
I just need to get well one last time, just push me through the gate.
What does that mean, though? You're putting her through so much pain right now. Her husband just died right in front of her from her childhood ghost. And all he can think about is getting her to buy him drugs from the guy who won't sell to him because he owes him.
I've been having a really hard time, too, and nobody wants to see it. You know,
I want to see it, okay? You help me get well, and then you can tell me all about it.
It's really admirable, the guy that he became after the 90 days, but he just completely dismissed her. He completely said, I want to see you be better, but help me first. Help me first. And it's a classic scene where a character wants something and they'll do anything that they can to get it. Everything that the other character pushes, says back, they'll find a way around it to get what they want. His motivation is to get her to buy him drugs. And then he will say anything and counteract anything that she says and rebut anything that she says in that scene until he gets it. And here it is. I don't know if he actually wants her to be better or if he's just focused on the heroin right now. She's so uncomfortable. Are you serious? You're really going to do it in front of her too? You're going to traumatize her like that? And all you want to do is see him get help, and you want her to get help. Oh, God!
Sorry.
Oh,
Help sometimes, right, Millie?
oh my God, I hate that. Oh, okay. I don't know what those meds are. I don't know if that was a good idea or not.
the first few days he was there, I felt like I had the worst flu of my life.
Because of the twin thing.
Probably don't believe in the twin thing, do you?
Oh, I believe a unique shared empathy exists between twins. Sure.
He's a very scientific guy.
He needed my help, and I helped him.
You're not going to tell him about the heroin?
What? I wish you would have called me.
Come on.
That is not the way you help an addict.
I guess Theo would know.
Could you just... You said you would.
Please, you know I don't like
You said you would.
Oh, is this the moment where they stop talking? Or Theo's expecting an apology? Nice little introduction in the scene with the writing on the wallpaper. Because now it justifies her asking for it again.
Anything?
No.
So there are things that she can't see?
Here. Theo.
Probably takes a lot out of her.
Okay.
That's where he died.
Nellie, I don't want to...
You said you... Hey!
Oh,
Fuck!
Jesus.
Nellie! Anything?
Jesus, no! All right?
God.
You really can't feel anything. I mean, I feel like...
I came out here to see my sister. I thought we would go to a museum. I thought we would go to the
Yeah.
beach. I thought we might get drunk and fucking cry. But I didn't think I would be treated like a goddamn
I'm sorry!
She's gonna lash out, isn't she?
Luke, when he gets out,
So he's a place to crash after a binge?
he's in rehab.
He made you buy him heroin?
I feel that change in her tone.
Yeah, you really want to talk about what Shirley knows and doesn't know?
What does
Going on the
that-
defense.
I guess that's a no. She might not let you freeload anymore.
Nellie,
Wow.
I've got your back. But I also have my limits.
Only with us. And never with yourself.
Whoa.
That's sad.
Ow. Yeah, I would wait for an apology for that too. That I get that.
Whispering in
My
cells.
God, is his book
locked
everywhere
cell
behind
doors
him?
shut
It's
in,
crazy.
Phantom feet. So does anyone else have another question? Not related to Hill House.
I have a question.
Oh, damn, she's there. Well, they're all famous even in their adulthood.
I'm so glad you're here.
Why do you keep lying to these people?
Ooh, okay, she's really going destructive.
To sit here and listen to you talk about things that you don't believe. Now you stand there and you talk about ghosts and spirits. And you sell tickets for the privilege, and yet you don't believe in any of it. My stories, the same stories that you told me were just dreams. And you're supposed to be my big brother. You know, you're supposed to protect me. But you say the meanest things to me when I try to tell you. I don't ask you for anything. Ever. Just this.
That really got to me.
You've had 6 years to file a complaint. Why the hell are you doing this now?
I don't know who to side with. This is conflicting.
I've seen all the phases with you. The Christian phase, the New Age
But
phase,
she's
the
hurt.
Crystal phase. You don't get to just start smashing up our lives because you're transitioning into a new treatment, Nell.
Wow. So the family is isolating her. She's lost her husband. She's more vulnerable. Her walls are down. Next stop, Hill House.
Yes, I'm taking my meds.
The tone is darker here now. It's gotten progressively darker and darker throughout the episode. And I think that's symbolic of her decline in state of mind.
The problem is that you haven't confronted your past.
Ghosts, confront your ghosts.
And I think that if you were to look at it today after all these years, empty in the woods, you'd find it's not a monster.
There's the theme again. Is he the reason why she went back?
What would Arthur say to you if he could talk to you right now?
Stop telling my wife to go back. She still has a little mug of stars. I need to get a cup of stars. Somebody send me a cup of stars. That would be really nice. My birthday's coming up soon. Is this the motel that we saw her in the beginning? The first episode? Is that her mom's locket? Or is it just a pocket watch? Oh, that was a smooth ass transition.
What are we doing here?
Wow. These timelines are just juxtaposing on top of each other. So, is she retracing her history? All the traumatic events?
I'll bring her back, but I have to go now.
Is he actually going to bring her back? At least there's enough of them to actually take care of each other. I was an only child. I would have been off the walls and probably out the door.
We're in the red room.
What?
The red room again.
The red room having a tea party with Abigail and Mommy.
How? The red room's locked.
Is Abigail real?
Wasn't Mommy.
I have so many questions. Oh, is she doing the 7 that she did with the buttons or the rocks like Luke did? Oh God. These overhead shots, you know exactly what's gonna happen. Oh, or she's going through sleep paralysis. I guess you don't always know what's gonna happen. Oh! Is that Luke? What the hell? Are you kidding me? Oh. Oh.
I found her.
Is she okay?
Do you see the blood on my clothes?
I have to go with them now and answer some questions. One of them is going to stay here with you guys until your Aunt Janet gets here.
What? How long is later?
It won't be that long.
No. You said you'd be right back before, and it was the longest time.
See, so when the little hands
Oh.
2 and the
Okay.
big
All
hands on
right.
the 12.
It was a pocket watch. I don't know who this actress is, but you know, it's hard to find like really good child actors. This one is amazing. She's great. She's like adorable, but like really good at having emotional depth at such a young age. All the kids have been really impressive. It's always a crapshoot when you have kids, because you know, you just have less experience, but they did a really good job with this casting.
How are your brother and sisters doing? I wondered.
Oh, okay, so now we're at the moment where she calls everybody and nobody picks up. Except her dad, I think, right? Ah, man, I could really go for a soda right now. I've been trying so hard to cut back. This is not helping. Monsters, too. Monsters were a big thing in college. They were like my lifeblood. Got to the point where, like, I couldn't even, like, they didn't even do anything for me. It was just got it for the flavor. Nope. Nope. Oh, God, come on. Christ. Oh, God! Okay. You got me. Cool. Good for you. Thank you.
There's nothing wrong with going at night.
Oh, she's going at night. But you don't go at night. You don't go at night. Ask the Dudleys. They don't go at night. Oh, they called it Hell House. Now, yeah. This is the first time they've shown the gates. Yeah, they make a big deal about the gates. Eleanor with her first encounter of Hill House was with Mr. Dudley refusing to let her in at the gate in the book. Was that chain just there for nothing? Because it didn't do its job. She got in pretty easily. Of course, there's no clear, starry night when it comes to visiting Hill House. Everything has to be foggy and imperceptible, and it looks like a terrifying mess.
Daddy,
Honey, are you okay? What time is that?
do you remember the bent neck lady? She's back.
I'm gonna drive to Orlando.
Oh.
Steve, are you okay?
No. No, you know she's not okay. The porch light. The two flashes of the porch light. Wait. I have a theory.
Where have you been?
Oh, God. Don't trust him. Don't trust them all.
Which way did he go, Nellie?
Oh, there you are. Where have you been?
Wow. Just gotta say, from a behind the scenes standpoint, this must be kind of cool to, like, for the cast to finally do a scene together. Because up until this point, they've been completely separate when they shot their scenes. But on screen, it's terrifying. And I don't trust a single goddamn piece of it. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh. God.
I didn't write that.
We know.
I hate this.
No, you didn't.
I hate this so much. There's a lot of silence right now. And it's either because they're going to jump scare me or they are emphasizing the weight and the intimacy and the importance of the scene. And I'm really hoping it's that one.
We need to get downstairs. You're expected.
Oh, God, that was horrifying. It gave me Haunted Mansion vibes.
Sorry for everything I said.
What?
I always should have believed you. About everything.
I'm so sorry that we fought.
Are they is the house like making her hallucinate and give her like tie up loose ends? Giving her everything that she wants?
Thanks for believing in me, Nellie. I'm clean and sober, all thanks to you.
Hi, gorgeous.
Mm. Oh, man. Don't do it. She's so vulnerable now. There's no turning back.
I've missed you.
Like, I want to tear up because this is so touching, but at the same time, no. No, don't tear up. This is like her descent into madness. This is what leads to her death, right? No, like, don't tear up. Don't tear up. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, the dancing. This is who she was dancing with. I want to dance like that on my wedding. Not like that. Not like that. Oh, God. You? Why you? Is that Abigail?
Come along. We're going to have a tea party.
Is that what Luke said? That the last thing that happened was that they had a tea party in the Red Room? Boy, you really get your steps in with those stairs. Those ropes are still there.
Nellie.
don't want that locket anymore. Don't give it to her.
It's yours now.
No, don't take it. Don't take it. It's not worth it anymore. No. Oh, no!
Mommy. It's time to wake up, sweetheart.
No! Oh! Oh, no shit! No fucking way. Oh, she was saying no. Oh. Like my boys from It's Always Sunny like to say, I'm coming in hot. I had a feeling that Nell was going to have hung herself because they said it was a suicide. They said that her neck was broken. Then her mom talked about the ropes. I didn't think the ropes were going to play a part like 20 years later down the road, but they did. And not only did she die by the house's hand, forcing her into doing this. She didn't want to do this. At the very end, she was clawing for the banister and she fell off anyway because her mom pushed her off. The house and her mom are one now, and the house is what did it to her. And not only that, she's the bent neck lady. She is the bent neck lady that haunted herself when she was a kid. This opens up a whole new realm of possibilities because as we're discovering now, the timelines are not linear. The timelines go hand in hand where things from the past influence things of the future, and then things of the future also conversely influence things of the past. So the ropes influence the future. The future is what wrote "Come Home Nell" on the wall, which she added her little "Welcome Home," which is a nice creepy little touch. Thanks, Mom. And she is the bent neck lady affecting the major points in her own life, from childhood to adolescence to adulthood. But she can't have been the reason why her husband died. That wouldn't make any sense. It seems like it was the house influencing her, breaking down all of her walls, making her as vulnerable as possible so the house could just dig its claws deeper and deeper into her. Took her husband, severed her relationships from her family, and then drew her closer and closer to it. It even took her off the meds too, which, you know, for better or worse, I don't know. But it's still, I mean, she ended up dead, so probably for worse. I understand why they introduced her last, because this opens up a whole lot of possibilities. The house is manipulative, the house transcends time, and its influences not only affect the past, but influence the present as well. Can you imagine you being your own ghost? And I understand now why they never showed the bent neck lady's face, because it was Nell this entire time. And I knew that she was saying no when she was planking above baby Nell in the beginning. She realized that she was haunting her own self. That is mind-blowing. That is insane. I wish, oh my God, this guy's a genius. I wish I came up with something like that. Something as mind-blowingly creative and magnificent as an idea of that. Now I'm going to go through the rest of the series, not looking at the timelines in a singular linear fashion. I'm going to look at them overlapping and juxtaposing onto top of each other to the point where they're almost opaque because you don't know what is past and what is present. And the transitions really did a good job with that too. So I'm wondering if that was intentional, with the transition scene becoming so seamless that you don't know which timeline you're actually in, whether you're in a flashback or you're in the present. And they did a really good one this time around when Nell was waiting outside of the motel and the car whose headlights reflected on her face with her former self and her family the night that everything went down. pulled up, that transition was amazing. You know, the best one. But I think it's all meant to distort reality and what is present and what is past. And I think it's because there is no one answer. They're both the same almost, because they can both influence each other. Just unbelievable. And I can't wait to see how that affects things going forward. This house is crazy, like even more so now than the past. Like it seems like it stayed dormant for a little while, but now it's back. Like what sparked it coming back now? Where was everybody just getting a little too happy and, you know, their lives a little too perfect, and the house was like, no, I gotta get in there because we can't have happy people, can we? And is it just their family, or is it every family that's been there? So when Nellie found her cup of stars and she was talking to Mrs. Dudley pointed out, God, I can't remember her name, but she was the one who stayed in that room, and maybe she's the one that called out Clara to Luke from the little reflection of that horn thing. I don't know what it's called. The communicating brass thing. Did it affect her too? Does it call anybody who used to call it as a residence home, saying come home, and we're gonna kill you, we're gonna strip down all your walls, we're gonna give you all of the loose ends tied up nicely in a bow, we're going to make you feel at home and at ease so that we can claim you. Is that the biggest thing? Because the mom is clearly a ghost now, and she's living there. So was she the first to be claimed by the house of that family, and now they're trying to finish the job by claiming everybody else? That would make more sense to me, and Nell would just be the first one. They did everything that they could to tell her to go back to the house. And I don't know if it was just a freak coincidence that Dr. Montague, her therapist, told her to go back to confront her ghost too. I mean, that would be the rational thing to do. However, in this case, if you go back to confront your ghost, spoiler alert, your ghosts are going to confront you in the most manipulative way and with a rope. So that's cool. This episode has my head spinning for what we're about to expect, because we know that the kids are going to have to come together because they are going to get singled out if they don't. They're better together. They're stronger together. So they're going to have to set all of their differences aside and come together finally, because Nell is going to bring them together. And I cannot wait to see what that looks like. This was a tough one too. They're all tough. Let's be honest. They're all tough. But this one was the most eye-opening, and it wouldn't have been able to have happened if it wasn't in this order. If we had been introduced to Nell in the beginning, none of this would have made sense. You know, the porch light flashing twice, or understanding the little nuances and relationships that these characters have with each other. It makes so much more sense with her being the last story to tell. Maybe we'll get the father's story. I'm assuming that that's probably going to happen since he was directly involved in what happened with the mother that night. So I'm assuming we'll hear his story eventually. But my God, this was unreal. I cannot explain how much I enjoyed that episode, how conflicted my emotions were, because I wanted to feel something and I wanted to cry, but at the same time, I knew it was a lie, and I was like, am I gonna cry over a lie? And my body was like, yes, and my head was like, no. So I'm kind of conflicted right now, and I need to go take a nap. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please, I urge you, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Again, thank you so much for all your support, all your stories, all of your constructive criticism. I couldn't do any of this without all of you. Let's keep the subscriptions going, guys. There are loads more of content that's going to be coming out throughout the next few days, weeks, months, and years. All right, so let's keep it going here and Patreon. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really, really appreciate all your love and support. From one artist to another, stay creative, and I'll see you again.